The purpose of this video is to encourage safe practices for members of the community while on formerly used defense sites and explain the Army's 3Rs explosive safety program. In the late 1940s and early 1950s, the outbreak of the Korean War and several countries' communist takeovers caused the U.S. military to undergo a major buildup of air defense forces in Alaska. During this early Cold War era, the military began construction of a radar network and extensive air defense infrastructure. U.S. military leaders perceived North America as having military threats from Russia from the polar approaches. The military began using the Susitna Gunnery Range as early as 1946 as an impact area for anti-aircraft artillery fired from Fort Richardson Army Base across Knik Arm. By 1958, the 86,000-acre range in the Matsu Borough was declared excess land by the Department of Army. The majority of the site was transferred back to the Bureau of Land Management, with some reserved to establish the Army's Nike Hercules Missile Battalion Sea Battery, or Site Bay, in 1959. The Susitna Gunnery Range, formerly used defense site, is over 86,000 acres. Approximately 33,000 acres were used as an artillery range and impact area which today may still contain unexploded ordnance. Here are the locations where unexploded ordnance have been found. The former rangelands are owned by BLM, the state of Alaska, Matsu Borough, private individuals, and various industries. Today, Point McKenzie and the surrounding wetlands are enjoyed by residents, hunters, and recreationalists. Business activities include agriculture and gravel extraction. This is a basic awareness training video to help you recognize unexploded ordnance so you will avoid contacting potential explosives and call 911 to report their location. To recognize unexploded ordnance, keep in mind they come in various shapes and sizes. There won't be mortars, rockets, or grenades, just projectiles like the ones shown here. Initially, they may look like pipes, small cans, or even a muffler. The important message is recognize, retreat, and report. When you see a suspicious object, do not touch, handle, or disturb. Retreat from the immediate area and immediately call 911 to report what you saw and where you saw it. Historic documentation of the Susitna Gunnery Range indicates that 90mm high-explosive or armor-piercing munitions and 120mm high-explosive munitions were used. However, 75 and 37mm munitions have also been recovered at and near the site. In 2011, a field investigation in the impact area found practice rounds and munitions debris. It was determined that what little live ordnance may be found is likely to be further north in the wetlands of the range fan. The unexploded ordnance may be corroded, partially buried, or covered with algae or mud, and difficult to recognize. Despite their age or rough condition, treat all suspected unexploded ordnance as live or unexploded and dangerous. Unexploded ordnance can injure or kill. So if you found suspected unexploded ordnance, now what? Use the 3 Rs. Recognize the suspicious object could be dangerous. Retreat and don't touch it. Report its location to a 911 dispatcher who will notify State Emergency Response Center to request explosive ordnance disposal support. For any questions about the 3 Rs or the Susitna Gunnery Range, please contact the U.S. Army Corps of Engineer Public Affairs Office.